everyone, it's Heather, and today I wanted to talk to you about failure. Yes, I'm going to make that famous failure video that I keep talking about, and I'm bringing it to you live from my bedroom, as you can see from the lighting in the background. So I wanted to start by saying whenever I think about failure, I try to evoke the Thomas Edison quote that it's always attributed to him, but I don't even really know if he said it or not. But when he said, "I haven't failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that don't work." And this is something that I'm really trying to adopt for myself. It's something that I've been working on in terms of thinking about failure. And along with that is kind of my new perspective that I've been adopting, which is progress, not perfection, right? Like, I don't have to be successful right this second. I don't have to be perfect right this second, as long as I'm making progress. And this is something that's really challenging for me. So for those of you who know me, especially those of you who know me, who are saying, who are you to talk about this failure idea? I am someone who acknowledges that I'm not perfect, that I fail, and that failure is part of my progress. So like today, right? I'm having a very terrible, no good day. Awful. Worst day in a long time. And I felt really sad. I tried to make this video earlier and I just started crying, and things have not gone as planned. I haven't got what I needed done today. Just not a good day. And that can snowball. And I noticed it snowballing, right? I noticed it snowballing. I woke up late. The dog got out and turned into a huge mess. The cat ripped up the tomato plants, and then things just started going, right? They're going. And then the dog tracked mud on the floor that I just mopped, and one thing after another. You know, it's like one of those situations where when it's bad, it keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And I think that's because you start honing in and focusing on that negative, right? Like, I see it, and that's all you can see. So I had to stop and say, no, I didn't get done what I wanted to get done today. I haven't, made the progress that I planned to do today. I haven't made the progress that I planned to do at all this week. But all these other things happened that I addressed and took care of, and I'm okay with that because I don't have to be perfect. And I come from a family of really high expectations, and I set high expectations on myself. I'm in a marriage of high expectations, and this can be really difficult. We place all this pressure on ourselves to succeed, and how we define success is more like reaching the goal. But, reaching the goal is the goal, right? And there's all these steps that have to come in between. There's all this journey that comes in between, and you can't see walking these steps toward the goal is failure just because you thought you'd hit the goal here and now you're not going to hit it till here. That doesn't mean you failed. It just means that you're walking the steps in progress, and that's okay. And I think sometimes it's even better, right? Because you have so many lessons that you've learned along the way. I keep saying in my videos that I had a very bad, terrible, no good year in 2013. It was by far exceedingly the worst year of my whole entire life. And I'm still recovering from that. And when people say to me like, oh, well, you should be doing this, or you should be feeling this, or you should be saying this, I'm like, no, no, because the lesson I learned in this very bad, no good year was that it's okay to grieve. And that I have to be focused on myself sometimes, and that's not selfishness. That's not selfishness. And so we learn these lessons. We learn about ourselves. We go through all of these things in that journey. And, songs have been written and poems have been written about how the journey is the good part, right? Not the end. And the final thing I want to talk about failure is that sometimes you as an individual are having an impact on others and those around you, and you may not even realize that. So you may be internalizing all this negativity. You may be internalizing this failure perceived, or you may be internalizing thoughts about yourself or things like that. And I am totally guilty of this, but I have had some experiences recently which have helped me start changing my perspective. And one of them is someone that I'm friends with on Facebook and who I happen to also know in real life, but I'm not going to give any more clues because I don't want her to feel embarrassed about this. But she posted recently that she felt like a failure. And I know that she's had a pretty rough year and that she's been struggling with a lot of things. And I just thought to myself, don't feel that way. Like, I love this woman and she inspires me. She is an amazing mother. She is compassionate and considerate and thoughtful and fun and wonderful to be around. When she's in the room, you want to be with her because she's just captivating. And when I grow up, I want to be like her. If I could be like her, I would think I'm successful, but she feels like a failure. And I just was thinking to myself, sometimes we don't even know what other people see. We're so focused on what's going wrong that we don't realize that we're this complete person, that we've set these expectations on ourselves. And so I think that the lesson is to understand that we're in the journey and that failure is relative and that we need to be in progress, not perfection. And when things don't go as planned, that's okay. And I'm not saying that I've never had a pity party, because y'all know I like a pity party. And you can come to my pity party. But, you know, have the pity party and then get out the door and start loving yourself. And get over the failure, because you're not a failure. I'm not a failure. We are not failures. So that's my video for today, folks. And until next time, live, eat, and please be well. See if it'll focus on me. Focus! Focus! Hey everyone, it's Heather. No? Heather? Yeah, totally. Okay, try that again. Sorry. I don't know why that's so funny. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Stop. Collaborate and listen. Alright. Seriously this time. You just make my video in here today, and before you ask, yes, my hair is super cute today. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and check out my Facebook page and website.